So yes guys, this is underneath the fuel tank. I removed the 12 bolt, and after that you could lift the tank a little bit, and this is what you see underneath. This is basically the fuel pump bottom side, and this is over here we have an electrical socket, and then we have this is the fuel pump, fuel line which is coming and connecting to the fuel pump. So we have some sort of this is made of hard plastic, okay guys, and there's a nozzle inside it which is also made of hard plastic. So you got to be very careful over here. Now the procedure is there's a particular clip over here, okay. Now we got to press this clip and then at the same time pull this socket out, okay. So what I will do is this is my left hand, okay. I'm sitting on the right hand side of the motorcycle and somewhat lifting the fuel tank with my left hand, as you could see, and we have this socket over here, and I'm using a blunt kind of a tool over here. This is a screwdriver without any head, okay. So you could use any blunt instrument over here, okay, to just we just need to press this particular thing over here and at the same time pull the socket out. So that is what I will be doing now, pressing this particular thing and pulling the socket out. It will not go all the way inside, it will just get pressed a little bit, and then if I pull it, now pull it gently, okay guys. If it is if it hesitates to come, then stop and recheck again whether you're pressing in the right place or not, and then again try to pull it out. Like you see, it moved a little bit, and now you get the feeling that it is coming out. So you can remove this tool and gently pull the thing out. A little bit of fuel is going to get spilled over there. That's absolutely fine, no problem whatsoever. So you find over here this particular nozzle is made of hard plastic. So if you do any kind of mistake and if you pull the pipe in the wrong direction, you could end up damaging this particular nozzle or eventually breaking it also if pressure is given in the wrong way. So that's why my warning over here to you all is be very careful when you do this particular task, okay. But this is the procedure. As you could see, there's a yellow color clip over here which you need to push and then pull the pipe out. That is the whole story over here. And now let's come to the electrical connection. So this, as you could see, is wrapped with insulation tape or black tape. It has been there like this, stock from the factory. I don't know why. Maybe in your one also you could find this being wrapped with insulation tape, or you might also find it not. But the thing is, I had ripped open the insulation tape once to find out what exactly is there, and then again insulated it with another tape. So the story over here is in the bottom side there is a clip which you need to press and then pull the plug outside, okay. So that's exactly what I'm going to do over here. Sorry about getting off focused at times. It's very difficult to due to the location. You just need to press this and pull the plug out. So it is going to come out like this, okay. So now it is quite visible. I believe that you have this electrical socket over here and the fuel line over here. This is the fuel pump, okay. Now let's focus on this side, and you would find there is another thin pipe over here which you need to pull out. Now this one you could just pull and it will come out just like this, and you could gently rest the fuel tank over here. Let me just take out my light source otherwise it'll get crushed inside. So now you could gently, put the fuel tank in its position and stand up and lift the fuel tank out of the motorcycle. So yeah, once you're done removing all the sockets and fuel line from underneath the fuel tank, now the procedure is you need to grab the fuel tank with both your hands like this, lift it up and hold it from somewhere in the middle. Okay, lift it up a little bit and then wiggle it and pull it towards the rear of the motorcycle. Okay, now and then once it is absolutely free, you would feel it in your hand that it's free from all boundings. Then you could just lift the fuel tank like this from the motorcycle and of course keep it somewhere absolutely safe. So guys, once the fuel tank is off the motorcycle, let me now show you and give you some more information regarding the removal of the fuel tank. That is, as you see these two, okay, there is another one like this on this side of the motorcycle. So the tank has got two scoops like this. Okay, now they go and sit over here. That's the thing which is holding it from the front. Okay, so that is how, when I was wriggling it and pulling it back, so it was coming out, the grooves in the fuel tank was coming out from this particular bowl. Okay, I don't know what this is called, you could call anything, but these protruded thing, okay, it was coming out, the fuel tank was coming out from over here. So that's the story over here. Now that is at an angle. Okay, so you got to lift the tank a little bit, make the angle straight and then pull it out gently. And once you feel the tank to be absolutely free of any boundings, you could just lift it up and place it somewhere safe. And while installing it also, you need to reverse the process. You need to place the tank slowly on the groove should align with these, I mean one on this side, one on that side, and then gently push it forward and then rest it. Now that the tank is gone, so now I can show you properly. So this is basically the fuel line. Okay, it's coming from the injector over there to the fuel pump which is underneath the fuel tank, and this is the story over here. This is that yellow color clip which you got to press and then pull off. And in case of this electrical plug, if I show you over here, there's a pin. Okay, you just got to press it and pull it, as simple as that. This one is simpler than this, of course. So this is something which is complicated, which you should be extremely careful about if at all you go about removing the fuel tank from the motorcycle. And this is quite common with all the fuel pump equipped motorcycle. So first we need to place the tank on top of the frame over here, as I had initially explained that there are two dowels over here onto which the clamp of the fuel tank goes in and sits. So first we need to align that, and then we need to put the tank in the frame, and then again lift it up a little bit and secure all the connections over here which I had initially removed, the fuel line and the electrical connection and that breather pipe over here. So let's go on with it. If you can see guys, let me just show you. I don't know whether you can see or not. These are the two grooves, okay, which you need to align. You will find two grooves over here. Now these are the two grooves. Okay, so those two grooves will go and sit in the dowel which is provided over here. So you need to be a bit calculative over here and wriggle it a bit until you feel the grip that it is seated properly, and then place it on the frame first. Feel it with your hand that it has properly secured to the frame. It's all good. So it is basically the reverse of what I did. While putting it back, while installing it, you do not need to press any clips over here. Okay, you just need to very safely and gently put it over here, align the nozzle at 90 degrees. Do not do it in a way where it is not aligned properly, and then gently push it. Okay, and you'll listen a tick sound, which is the sound of the particular lock getting secured. And now it's time for the electrical port to get connected. So this is the cable, and it is simply going to sit there just like that, and I'm going to just press it, and again a tick sound confirming a proper connectivity. Okay, that is done. So both these connections are done, and now it's time for the last, this particular hose pipe, a small hose pipe, which is I think it's somewhat a breather pipe. You would find another metal nozzle over here which is protruded out of the fuel tank. Just insert it and make sure that it is secured. Okay, and once that is done, come back to these two again and just make sure that it is properly connected. Don't put a lot of pressure on it, since as I said, these are very sensitive items. They don't need a lot of pressure, they need technique. So do it accordingly, and then make sure that all the cables and everything are fine over here. And in my case, let me take out the light source from here, and then gently place the tank back to its position. Okay, so yup, once these two holes, I mean the hole in the fuel tank frame and the frame of the motorcycle is properly aligned, the bolt, the 12 mm bolt will go in smoothly and get fastened. So once that is done, just secure, just confirm that everything is secured properly. And the last part, turn on the ignition, switch on the kill switch, switch it off, switch it on again, switch it off, switch it on one last time. So what this does, this actually fills up the fuel line, the pipe, the hose pipe with the fuel. Okay, now you could crank the engine.